You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.
Welcome to the Troll Hole Podcast, where we trash the trolls so you don't have to. Hop aboard the troller holster, reach in, pull it out. We're about to take a ride to the spit pit. Is that grill on your shin, or are you just happy to see me? One of your hosts, Mike Lester, with me as always. Your other host, the Muck Daddy. He just Cold Stone Creamery'd his jeans, Ben Katzner.
Hey, everybody. I just Cold Stone Creamery'd my jeans, and boy, is my penis cold. Hey, Mike, who do we have here with us today?
We have a very special guest today. You can go check out his special on YouTube right now, Blue-Eyed Mexican. Please welcome to the program. Welcome into the hole, Shane Torres.
Hello. I just 31 flavors did my shorts.
Oh, no.
What is happening?
He's playing in the space, folks.
Is this a Minneapolis-centric broadcast, or do we go all across?
Everybody's going to get this. Minneapolis, maybe somewhere in Iowa, possibly Wisconsin. That's probably going to be it.
Okay.
It'd be so funny if this was public access.
There'd be something to it. There'd be a niche, you know.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
We get pulled off the air.
Yeah, immediately.
When you guys do it, it's
pulled
called public radsis.
All right, who else do we got with us today? We got producer Neil.
Producer Neil.
Hey, Neil.
Thanks for
Hi.
being here, buddy. We
Beanie over
appreciate
the
you.
cans, baby. Keep that dome warm.
Shane, thank you for being on the show with
Yes,
us.
yes.
We appreciate you.
I appreciate you having me, and I'm glad we're friends.
I'm glad we're friends too. We just met we're recording at my house, and we just met my neighbors for the first time.
This is a 30 Rock.
Yeah, my house is 30 Rock.
Yeah.
And Shane met my neighbors with me, so now I just assume they think we have the weirdest throuple in the neighborhood.
Maybe it's not that weird. Maybe it's not the weirdest one.
They
though.
feel they feel
They were
so
real
bad.
concerned when that cat was outside.
That's a good point.
They feel so bad for your wife.
Yeah, they're like, both of you guys and her? She must have a strong back or
it's
whatever.
crazy.
Yeah.
I'm assuming their bed frame is some kind of titanium reinforced. You know what's so funny? If you stand all three of us next together with Allie, we look like the number 100 when she's.
Oh, no.
They're giving Allie their numbers.
She's a tall, lean lass, and
Yeah.
Ben and I were built for war.
Yeah.
What kind of war?
Sexual. I don't know. Sexual in nature, obviously.
The war on Christmas. We're a multiracial Santa duo.
This is what a real Santa looks like.
And then we go,
back to
but
back.
he goes. The thing is, I go to the bad mall, and he goes like, "We want to show kids they can achieve."
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Most of
Bad,
those kids are dead now. But
Yeah,
Bad
yeah.
Santa
Yeah,
3,
but-
baby.
Now, what was the fun bit you did when we were walking away from my neighbors that now I have to live with, and you're gonna
You
leave?
don't live with them; you live next to them. Get the
Yeah,
fuck
no, I
outta
see
here.
them in the window every day.
Don't they
but
live
not-
behind you?
Yeah, but
That's
they're
not
still
even
neighbor-
next to them.
But the fence, but the fence separates.
Okay, let's don't
it's like
talk-
it's not
don't
like
give
it's
up
not
too
like a
many
great
details.
privacy fence, but it's a nice, quaint, like chatty fence. But that's certainly options you give up. But I say as soon as we're like just out of like conversation range, but still within earshot,
Yeah.
I'll always just be like, I think they seem nice. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think that's great.
And I do this. I started doing it like 2 years ago, and now it is a nonstop.
Yeah.
My ex, who was from here, actually.
Really?
I'm glad she survived your relationship.
She did. She's a really brilliant artist. She would be like, we'd be going on dates or whatever, having dinner, and when the waitress would walk away, I'd be like, "Of course we're leaving 20%." Like,
Sure. Yeah. Can't believe she didn't stick around.
You were made to
believe
be
it
a
or not,
dad.
I broke it off with her.
I don't believe that.
Yep.
Now, you've been doing this to me all week.
It was
This
too
is-
tight.
Oh, no.
We got to cut that, honestly. I don't
Nah,
know.
we'll leave it in.
All right.
Leave it right in
Put it down. You did that. We went shopping together. We went grocery shopping together, and there was a security guard following us around. And every time, which at first I was like, "Oh, this is fucked up because I'm black and he's whatever." And
I'm half Mexican.
and then I was like,
And half
"Oh,
Irish.
it's because we're too.
You look like you steal stuff.
He probably thought we were going directly to the Doritos aisle to wipe
Here's
them
the thing:
out.
it's like you don't look like. I know, like, I get it. Like, you're a black guy, you get profiled. But you don't look like a guy who's just going to steal.
We're keeping this
I look
in.
more like a guy who's going to steal stuff than you look like a guy who's going to steal
I'll tell
stuff.
you, I've been shopping there a lot. Never been followed.
I think
You
it's
came
the
with me?
duo.
Oh, okay, so you're saying this because of... Yeah.
I think he saw two big dudes come in and he's like, you know that video where someone
I don't
goes to the
think he
apples?
was just like, oh, these two big guys. There's no... Everyone in Minnesota is gigantic.
Except for my very slender wife.
Yeah.
Do you know that video where there's
my
someone
very
running
slender
into
third partner. You hear that? Katie and Josh or whatever your names are? It's going to be loud. You're going to have to change your curtains. It's going to smell so bad.
So Shane's in town, and I've just been dealing with the wreckage of his fun bit.
Dealing. That's crazy.
He's my friend, and I love him, but
It's crazy.
You two do look like trouble, though.
yeah,
We have a lot of fun together.
We do have a good time.
You look like you would go to the snack aisle, like, that's a new one. You just open a bag to sample it and then walk away. Like, that's kind of your vibe. You're like, new Oreo? Well, I'm not going to
Well, at
buy
least
a
we
whole
don't look
thing.
like the guy who creates the new flavors.
I wish I had that
Fucking
job.
Professor Mystery Mountain Dew over here.
You like the mystery flavors?
I don't know. I don't even drink that shit.
Mike's like, that comes from inside me.
That
I'm an
comes from
athlete.
my
I'm
hole.
pristine, you know?
Well, I feel like this is a great place to ask. We like to start off the podcast by just being like, hey, did anybody say anything weird to you this week? So, Mike, did anyone say anything weird to you this week?
I got a weird reply to a spam email, like a fraudulent email. Yeah, I always keep them around just to see what shakes out. You know?
Yeah, you don't,
I don't
look
get
like
a lot
that.
of
You don't look
emails.
like that at all.
I'm just happy someone's
I'm not
talking
grabbing
to
my
me.
coffee.
Yeah. So this is a reply to a spam email. It's from this guy, Mike Peters. He said, LMAO, the scammer used MS Notepad to write this and wasn't even smart enough to BCC everyone. LMAO again. Imagine this is the best you can do with your life. No wonder the suicide rate with the scammers is so high. Folks, obviously this is a scam. This is so poorly done. I am shocked it didn't end with Biden 2024 on it.
Whoa. What's that guy
Wow,
going
what
through?
a... Yeah. So this guy is responding to the people who received a spam email.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's lonelier than anyone.
yeah. No question.
What a fucking loser.
I had just never seen
his
that
name?
before. Mike Peters.
Okay, will you,
okay.
Jesse, will you see if you can find this guy? Do you have any other
I got his
information?
email, mikespeed95@gmail.com.
I don't think we should put that on the podcast. I
Leave
think
it
that's
right
a
there.
bad idea.
But like you can believe that. Jesus
we're gonna have
Christ,
to
stop
bleep
being such
that.
a square.
I don't think he'll ever hear about this, Ben.
Why am I
Yeah.
doing this then?
Wait, you don't want to do the podcast?
The sun went behind the clouds. It just got darker.
We're trying to get heat, Ben.
Yeah, by doxing. The only thing he has is responding to spam emails, and we're like,
He's gonna
"Let's dox this
be
motherfucker."
in the comments.
That's
yeah.
D-Day doctor Movo.
I do love that he just at the end of it, he's like, I think I should make this political. That's the best thing.
Right at the
Well,
end.
obviously this guy's fucking trolled up.
Yeah.
Trolled up from the hole up.
How does he know about the suicide rate with scammers?
Yeah, I didn't
too?
know. Is that a thing? Do we
I
know
didn't
if that's
know
a-
it.
I've never heard of that.
I mean, that's a
before.
lonely person who knows that fact.
Yeah, he's like, as a former he's a reform
Yeah,
scammer.
as a reporter.
All my friends are dead, and I'm just here
Yeah,
to
yeah.
warn you that
Yeah.
it could happen to you or something. I don't know what he's doing.
If it works if you work it, so work it. You're worth it.
Let's get him on the pod.
Yeah. What somebody say weird to you this week?
So it wasn't. Well, actually, damn. I was in Wisconsin again. I fucked
Damn
up
it,
everybody.
Ben.
I'm sorry.
Damn
This
it.
keeps happening to me. It's bad.
We gotta start a tally,
I was.
like a dinger count, like Ben.
I was in Fairchild, Wisconsin, and nobody would. First of all, when I was in the town, nobody would tell me if we were actually in Fairchild. I was like, "Is this Fairchild?" Just making sure because it said we're outside of city limits, and they wouldn't tell me where they were. And I was like, "Are you real people? Are you ghosts? Like, what's happening?" Okay, and then I was panicking a little bit because I had to do just 30 minutes in front of these people who I knew hated black people.
No.
Did you go up cold? Like, was there no host?
It was just me. And the green room.
No.
The green the green room.
Ben, I have a question.
Okay.
So you drive to Fairchild. You finally. What is the gig? Who booked you? How is this happening?
Shout him out.
I was booked by our comedian pal, friend of the show, Mike Brody. He's
Okay,
a
cool.
comedian here.
Great guy.
And,
But you got. What's the gig?
the gig is I made $100 to do 30 minutes,
How long was the drive?
2 hours. I didn't drive. He drove.
He will
He
never let
headlined?
anyone drive.
He headlined. He did probably like an hour. And then the green room is riddled with deer heads. First and foremost, it was the lodge we were supposed to stay in, but really we're not spending the night here.
Taxidermied or just
taxidermy?
loose?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was taxidermy deer heads. Legit, I would say probably about 40 to 45.
Really?
Just every wall was
Was it
all
like
deer heads.
storage or was it? This
No,
is
it's
the
like a lodge
vibe?
where people stayed when they
Okay.
visited or something. But nobody ever visits that town.
Yeah.
I just feel like this is gonna be hurtful.
No.
Why do you think that?
Yeah,
Because of
thank you.
everything else you said.
I want to know why. What was it? It was just a lodge.
It was a bar show.
Okay.
And then this lodge was where it was like it wasn't even walking distance. We had to drive to it. It was like you can stay here for the night, you know. And then we were like, it's only 2 hours. We're not going to stay here. But so that was kind of our green room as well, because otherwise the green room in the bar would have been the buffet area. I don't know. There was nowhere
Okay.
to.
I've
so-
had gigs like that.
Yeah, of course. But
Yeah.
I was just a little like, I don't know. This doesn't seem like it's going to fall in my favor. It was
How
a
was
little,
the show? How was the crowd?
I survived. Nobody threw anything at me. That's usually my
Did you
metric.
get any laughs?
I got some laughs, but I will say I went up on stage and I can't remember exactly what I said, but it was something about being like, do you guys let black people in this town? You know, classic Ben riff. Do you let
What? Was that
black
the
people out of
first
this
thing
town?
you said?
It was pretty close.
boy. Okay.
And then one person.
Devils.
Yeah, yeah.
know.
You
Even
know who
fucking
Minister
racist.
They
on it.
know. No, I said this is what I said. I said it is an honor to be the first black person to be in your town or whatever.
Did they laugh?
They laughed a little, and then one person was like, "Of course, Black Lives Matter."
They're trying. That's the nice thing, though. They're trying. Do you think they're actually trying? Or
No, God, no,
No.
they're not trying. You kidding me?
There's no way that was.
They wouldn't tell me where
Genuine.
they live. They're like, if we tell one, they're all going
Why
to
would
come
they
here.
tell you where they live?
Everybody says this, but it was a very weird thing where I'm like, this is Fairchild, Wisconsin, right? And people are like, and I'm like,
Well, that's not them not telling you where they live. Maybe
it's
it
like
wasn't
they're not
even
telling-
Fairchild, Wisconsin.
well, then wouldn't you correct me and be like, it's actually Auschwitz, Wisconsin?
Maybe they
Auschwitz, Wisconsin.
maybe they don't know if they're in Fairchild either. Maybe they don't know
Maybe
where
Well,
they're
that was what was maybe. I was like, oh,
Maybe,
are
they're
you
not-
all
maybe you
dead?
got to stop looking for the worst in people, Ben.
No, I'll never stop.
That's cool.
I'll never stop. What about you? What about you, Shane? Anyone said anything weird to you lately?
Well, let's see. I was texting and FaceTime with a mutual friend of ours. I won't say who, and I was probably complaining about something, you know. And he says to me, he goes, "Yeah, that sounds really awful. I spent the morning cleaning shit off my mother's legs." And then I said, "I'm sorry to ask you this, but how hard did it make you?" It relieved a lot of the tension, but we haven't spoken since.
Wait. So who's trolling who here?
I think God's trolling everyone in that situation.
I'm just like, well, you know, here's the thing. He's my buddy and I love him, but I just
and this is Kramer from Seinfeld.
yes. You know, you know his work.
Oh, I know his work.
Yeah. I just have this button that sometimes when someone is saying awful,
Sure.
they're like,
I know that.
Oh,
I know that
complain to me
temptation.
about this.
Yeah.
I either say a worse thing that's happened to me or a completely. I think I'm not clearly not the only person that has it, but I'm just like, fuck you. You want to put me in a position of conversational inferiority? I'm gonna say
That's how you
That
position of conversational.
is it like a
inferiority.
coping thing? Like, have you always been that way, where someone brings up something like kind of that you don't want to hear or discuss, so you kind of pivot to the
Who is this guy?
humor.
That's my buddy.
Yeah.
That's my homie.
I don't like him.
That's my co-host. He's challenging how I think about myself.
It's not a challenge. It's not me doing a chin up.
Oh my god.
I don't. Yeah, I think I like to relieve tension.
It has a lot of people do
with
that.
obscenities.
Especially as comedians.
Obscenities.
I feel like I do that a lot too. Someone says a very dark thing, and I have to really fight the voice in my head to not be like, but what if something, like whatever. I honestly, did you get hard is the thing I'm going to steal that from you. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, Ben, your mother is dying. I'd be like, how hard
You say that to the doctor.
how hard did you make it?
Through your scrubs.
Did it move a little when you got to tell me that?
You're sitting bedside.
I guess the MD stands for monster dick.
I have that thing too. You're not alone in that.
I feel like everyone does.
Yeah, especially in comedy for sure.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Does that ever carry over on to like online shit? Do you ever like?
I do not engage.
Did you ever engage?
Not really. On occasion, I have, but like it's pretty. I think comparatively, people would see it as pretty sparse. Honestly, like I don't. And sometimes I've had like really like disagreements about shit once or twice about things that are not like about my act. You know what I mean? Like
Sure.
Like I post something and people are like, "No, they're babies," and I'm like, "Well, no, they're not." And then,
Right.
that kind of thing.
You reply to a spam email. This sounds like Biden 2020.
It's Shane. Shane is Mike Peters.
But I got in this argument with this guy, and we were going back and forth, and I was like, about the Roe v. Wade overturn, and we actually had.
Were you pro or against?
What? I'm still figuring it out. But we actually had a productive conversation.
Oh, interesting.
And we came to a place of civility, which was nice.
Wow.
Yeah. And he was just like, I have a kid. I was like, I know, but you don't get to, we just went back and forth.
Yeah.
And we had a good talk about it. It was like
Just a rando or someone you
like
knew?
a rando.
Oh, wow.
And he was just,
Jeez.
and I was just like, and he saw my side of it. And he didn't I don't think he changed his mind about how he felt.
Right.
But it was kind of, so that's the only good story I've really had with it. And then I've had a few people be like come in just to troll, which is really hurtful.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they just want to be mean.
Now, this discussion, you took it to the DMs, right? Or was this like a comment?
I don't do
thread?
I don't do my laundry in public unless I have a microphone on stage.
Yeah.
Or a couch.
Do you avoid you avoid comments and DMs too? Like if someone sends something
No,
positive
I'm pretty
to
good
you?
about responding.
Yeah.
I'm not great about comments, but I'm pretty good about responding to DMs. And I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking.
I'm not saying anything.
Last night I got a very forward message.
It was amazing.
She messaged me this morning too. It was interesting. Yeah.
I
was
would
all
love
nice.
to
It
talk
was all-
about this, but I feel like you don't want to
Well,
talk
I got
about
a
this.
very forward message about hooking up with a girl at post show.
Sure.
Right. And she said some raw stuff. I'll suck you raw. Is what she said. I'll suck you raw. Which
What
I don't
does
know.
that mean?
I really don't know either.
Hope you don't like that skin on your dick because I'm about to suck
Yeah,
it
that
right
sounds
off.
violent.
Hey, you want your penis to feel sunburned?
Yeah. You want to have to go to the doctor once we're done?
Yeah. It's
I'm gonna blow you
gross.
so hard, no one's ever gonna touch this again.
Yeah, it's gonna look like it was in a fucking burn ward. Then Ben walked me there because I didn't want to hook up with her.
Sure.
And she was cute and everything. It's not really a thing I do.
We just deep throated like tacos and chips and a burrito.
And Ben helped me. He was nice and he was just like, just tell her you're very flattered, but you're not really up for that tonight. And or something along those lines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my
and,
first one was like, sorry, your ass is too flat. That's what I said. And you said not to do
that's
that.
Not.
See, there it is again.
Nah. She had a hump on her. But I was just like, and
Ass is too fat.
then she was like, okay, totally get it. Morning sex.
That's
And she was
amazing.
like, I'd love to take you to breakfast. And then I just kind of passed out. And then she texted me this morning. She was like, "Hey, sorry for the things I messaged, drunk and horny." And I was like, "Oh, totally, no worries." Like, I'm still flattered.
You're like, I probably won't bring this up on a podcast. It'll be fine.
The next
I'm not saying
day.
her fucking. I'm not saying her fucking name.
The next day.
When's this come out?
It'll be
May or something.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
What?
Probably May.
You guys gotta up your production right now.
We got like 9 in the can.
I'm not. No. Who are the other 8 people ahead of me?
Well, we're not gonna do this right now. We'll get yours out soon.
We'll get
Yeah,
yours
I'm
out
not.
soon.
I don't know. Whatever fucking. No. I'm not, this is not coming out.
You can't sit on this.
This is end of March.
Shane's like,
End of March tops.
Shane's like, get this one out. I want this lady to see
Yeah.
what I said about it.
Sooner the better.
You tell that suck me raw lady to.
She's
I
great.
made a mistake. Please.
She seemed like I guess now that I know she
That's
was at
the
the show,
subtitle.
she bought tickets to the show. That's really cool.
Yeah,
That's
A
great.
lot of my, I'm like a lot of my sexual magnetism is what moves tickets.
Yeah. They say half Mexican Matt Rife. That's what they call him.
See, muy cali rife.
That's fun.
That's
okay.
a shirt.
Well, this is the Troll Hole Podcast. We talk a little bit. We like to talk about your life as a public figure. This is actually a great look into this.
It's incredible.
This is very nice. I appreciate you doing the show.
Yeah. Thank you for finally saying it.
What we did you have
I
any
like coffee.
questions before we get into any comments or anything?
Do you have like a preferred social media platform that like what's your top scroller? Like
I probably go to Instagram the most.
Yeah.
Instagram, YouTube. Shane Torres across all platforms. Shane Torres is ShaneIsAComedian.com is my website. Blue Eyed Mexican available on YouTube now.
yeah.
Cut that out.
What's like your discover page? We're putting that right back in. What's like your discover page like?
I don't know what a discover page.
It's
is.
on Instagram. It's like just they curate it for you, like your interests, or you just on the timeline.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
It's usually a lot of boxing stuff, comedians, music venue, punk venue stuff.
That's a good question. This should be
That
a
is
question for
that is a
everybody.
good
to know.
question.
Yeah,
And then, what is the other stuff? There's other things too. Travel places.
So you're not a lot of bunch of
Parkour.
like-
I've been watching a lot of parkour stuff.
That's really
is
funny.
it like good parkour or
No, it's like it's
parkour
very
fails? Okay,
I
it's
don't like
impressive.
fails that much.
Okay, yeah.
But like, tell me, have you been a big guy your whole life? I'm being sincere when I say this. Yeah, me too.
Most of it.
That was a big guy answer too.
I saw.
When I was hot and thin when I was like 8, and then something happened.
Yeah.
Something happened to me.
And your metabolism stopped.
done here.
you just clumped out.
Clumping out.
You fat? I'm muscle.
Yeah, that was actually based on my childhood.
I fucking watched that on a flight the other day. It is still so
banger movie.
Yeah, it's like I was dying laughing. Like
Yeah.
it's so good. It's still so fucking good.
Are
Like,
you saying Meet the Clumps, or are you saying Doctor? Is it the Nutty Professor?
yeah.
Sorry.
Dr.
Nutty Professor.
I was
Doolittle.
like, he's Eddie Murphy's in all of them.
Nutty Professor.
Nutty Professor. There's a scene I think about a lot where is it Dave Chappelle gets his head slammed in a piano?
Yeah.
I think about that scene often.
Yeah.
It's very. I was like, I watched this as a kid. And I was like, that's fucking great.
I've heard of dreadlocks, but shitlocks. But now Reggie's gonna have to karatecize your ass.
I'm gonna watch that. That's pretty good.
It's so that scene is amazing. But
What does that have to do with me being a fat child?
No, parkour. This is why.
Okay.
The parkour thing before that. I've always wanted to be able to like vault something.
Sure.
You know, like
Yeah.
like your backyard fence that separates your nice neighbors that we met, right? Mm-hmm. You know, like have you ever seen somebody just like
Hop.
not
Cops are here. And they're like-
not just hurdle it, but or they do like they do a vault where they run and they put their hand on it and like swing over.
Yeah.
Coolest thing ever, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, so I'm trying to do my version of that. I'm trying to have a realistic like
Have you seen
I want to be able to like
Just get up
if
from
there
a
was,
chair
like,
without going,
what I'd love to be able to do is like if I was in a bar fight or so I had to jump like over a bar top, I could just put my hands over it and just swing my legs over, you know, without my ass touching.
Have you seen the fat kid parkouring video?
No.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
He's like legit getting after it.
Why you asked me if I've seen the fat kid one?
Well, because it's like this is your
hear this?
it's your motivation.
It's your motivation to have a little fat kid of
I
your
gotta
own.
be honest. I don't like that all of our shoes are off and our socks are. This is
Why?
such a knitting circle. Like, you guys have like fun socks. What's yours say?
No one,
These are frosted mini wheat socks.
Oh Christ.
no one would have ever known.
Okay, that's
I don't
good.
think our feet
They
are on
can
the
know.
video.
Let them know.
Hello.
No, it's just a viral video. So
I gotta watch
figured-
it, though.
It's great.
We just-
It's great.
Send
It's
it to
inspiring.
send it to my reps and then
Yeah. I'll send it to your agent. Yeah. I'll CC you.
that'd be really nice. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Let's get into some comments. I feel like it's comment time.
It's
So
comment time.
what
Are
we-
you the lead host of this podcast?
No, but sometimes I feel like if we're getting a little off the rails, I like to bring it in here. I played football. I can handle it.
Ben is the lead.
Ben is the lead. He's a handsome lead.
He's the
We
lead.
do this
yeah.
together, and we're a team.
He's the lead. I'm kind of like the tech guy.
Mike's the wild card. Sometimes we
guy's
never know
sidekick.
what's going to happen with Mike, but you ate today, so you're like...
I ate today. I'm okay.
Mike doesn't eat. We're talking about
I didn't
gruel
have a
for
second
45
coffee,
minutes.
so I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Shane.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to me. It's good to talk
Your
to you.
eye contact is so much.
Really?
I don't.
I'm just
think
I was
very
talking about
good.
this earlier.
Oh, it's my just the is it the shade of the eyes
no,
or
it's
just like
like I'm
So
not.
that they're
I'm not,
black and
I don't do
soulless.
eye contact great. You know,
Is that true?
oh, okay.
like we were talking about this earlier on the way here when
Yeah.
you sent your driver to get me.
It's not true, babe. I love you. Thank ya. Thanks for helping.
Why was she picking me up though?
I was helping Neil set up here.
Yeah.
That's. I think it made a big difference since we started at 12:45.
Do we still have time to book a different guest, do you feel like?
Just stretch it out like 15 more minutes, Ben.
Not bad. Good shoulders.
I want to talk about some comments that we found. Is that okay?
Well, hold on. What's your thing with eye contact?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you fucking loser. Everybody look at him on
I don't know what it. I don't like. I'm not. Maybe I'm not as bad as I think I am, but like I'm just like when someone makes just there, like
Really?
I can't do it.
there's an intimacy to it that it makes me uncomfortable.
You feel like
Can you look at people during sex? That's a great question.
I mean, I
is
can look at the back of
awesome.
someone's head. Yeah,
this is
Can I
great.
look at the back of yours?
I don't know if I have ever looked anybody in the eye during sex.
Oh, shit.
So it's an
there to pop, bro.
so it's an intimacy thing, the eye
yeah.
contact. That's interesting.
I don't know if I have.
Like they're gonna steal your soul, like the Amish.
What is going on? You have a 9-sided die in your pocket?
I got him at home.
Wait, I have a...
Truly the least shocking thing I've ever. I don't know, but yeah. I don't know. I really don't know if I have ever looked anyone in the eye during sex.
Try it. I mean, just
Get really
try
close
it.
too.
You're already inside of a person. You might as well be like, I acknowledge that you're
but
a
I'm
human
like
being.
hiding in there.
I've never heard that. I've
Do
never.
you mind if I hide in you for a little
You're
bit?
smuggling
I'm like
it in.
surrounded, you know. Like, I don't want to
You're undercover.
I don't know. I think every now and then a little eye contact really heightens it. I don't know why I'm your
Well,
like sex
yeah.
guru.
I don't know why
all of a sudden.
that our shins are touching.
You put your leg
Close
on
your
me.
fucking leg over, man.
I'm an alpha.
I'm here
you-
pinching up, and you're all man spreading like a subway
You've both
ad.
been inching closer to each other.
I'm an alpha.
I'm in the exact spot I was in. Don't fucking say it.
This is a good amount. This is a good amount. Let's get in some mean
Hold on.
comments, huh?
I'm sorry. I do have one question. If you do, it's about
sake.
it's about you. So you've been doing a joke that I've been watching, where you talk about nurses. Can we talk a little bit about?
Yeah, just don't like give it away.
I won't give it away, but you kind of razz nurses a little bit.
a lot
A lot.
for about 5 minutes.
Have you ever thought about once? I don't know if you'll post that or whatever, but it'll be in a special.
There might be a
episode or
piece of it
something.
online somewhere already, but yeah.
Do you ever, when you have a joke like that, where you're like being playful and in the context of the moment, like everyone's like, he's fucking around, like we get it, but then it goes online. Are you ever worried about what people will think or say after? Like once it goes up.
No, but I don't. I should think that way probably with online. Like I don't think I should think that way, but
It definitely, yeah. If you think that way, it's going to ruin the process.
Yeah. But I think when I put it up, I don't think about that. I don't because I don't give a fuck what some anonymous person on like we talked earlier. Like sometimes somebody might have a point to what their issue is with you. Like I can miss something making comedy that might actually like come off as genuinely mean in a way that is not funny to them. Like if they have a problem with this nurses joke I've been doing, they're a fucking idiot. Like it's obvious that I'm moving in a condescending kind of like humorous way. Like there's no, I'm not up there ranting like a psycho. So if someone had a problem with it, I would be like, you're a fucking idiot. You know, like, but have been times where people have been like, this is why I don't like this. And I would be like, oh, well, I'm going to tell you this. That's this, and this is what I did. Mm-hmm. And you're leaving that part of it out. Sure. And then I've never changed a joke because of it, but I've seen some people's perspectives, and I've been like, well, I'm not going to do, I've never had mine joke change, but I've listened to people who have come at me in a like very civil manner about it. And I've talked to them. But like I kind of got mad at somebody else's show a couple years ago. I was doing South by Southwest, and this guy I know, he's comic. He's like a real kind of like edgy. He likes to push the buttons a lot.
Kramer from Seinfeld.
Yeah. It was a black dude, and this crowd was not liking him. But every time he said the N-word, they laughed. And I was like,
mostly white crowd laugh.
Yeah. And I was like,
that's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, but like, but it was just like he was using it as like just like the way I would say fuck in a joke, like like what, and it wasn't like, he was using the N-word the way you use the N-word. Yeah. Like, these. But I was like mad at that crowd. Like they didn't like his edgy stuff. Yeah. But they would laugh anytime he said that, and I was like, "What the fuck is wrong?" You're like,
that's really weird.
Yeah, like I was just like, they were in this place of like we're being so progressive that we, like they don't. Yeah, they didn't know what to do, but I hated them. I thought they were like, I was like, that's the kind of audience that has like no moral back. Sure. They weren't enthused about anything. But if a famous person showed up, they would have lost their fucking mind. Like, sure, they think they're tasty and they know what's going on, but they don't know shit.
They're like, either give us a famous person or say the fucking N-word. That's it. That's pretty much it.
It'd be nice, a famous person saying the N-word. We haven't had one of those in a while.
We need to get you famous.
Yeah. Hey, buddy. I would do it. If it meant I was going to be famous.
All right, now we can get into some comments.
Sure. This is from Maximus Downs.
Wait, will you say what where it's from?
So the first few of these were from your YouTube special, Blue Eyed Mexican.
Available for pre-sale right now.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So from @Maximus Downs, he's got the cadence of the gay dude from Family Guy.
You ever heard that before?
I fucking hate this already.
Now, does he mean the old creepy guy or Quagmire?
This is why this comment was brought up.
This is why you two are fucking geeks. And you're going to argue over which creepy gay guy.
No. There's no gay dude in Family Guy.
There's the old dude.
Oh, the pedophile guy?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, the guy who talks like yeah. Well, I'm going to say this. That person's a fucking idiot because he probably thinks a pedophile and a gay person are the same thing.
There you go. That says way more about... That's why we do this.
Yeah.
That says so much more about you as a person that you took the old pedophile as being like, oh, that's clearly a gay man. Yeah. Because I thought he meant Cleveland. And I'm like, Cleveland's not gay in the show. He just has like a... Cleveland just had... Your cadence is closer to... If it's going to be anyone on the show... Cleveland makes the most sense.
Yeah. I don't think I sound like Cleveland.
I don't think you do either.
I think I sound like John Hamm.
Then there's the guy Bruce.
Neil chiming in here.
Dynamite drop in, buddy.
Who's Bruce?
That dude?
Oh, but he's a very secondary character. That's not one of the main characters. He means Bruce.
That's incredible.
He means Bruce. What a pull. That was a really good pull, actually. Oh. You all right, Shane?
Not really.
Let it
All
out.
right. Well, this next one was actually edited. They edited it. It's from Alexander M. Wright. Don't take this in a bad way at all because I love your special, Shane, but I cannot unsee the fact in my weird brain that you look exactly like if in reality Paul Bear was actually the Undertaker's father.
Are you a wrestling guy? Does that resonate with you?
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of wrestling stuff lately, actually, which is weird.
Yeah.
It's really inspiring.
You should honestly audition to be Paul Bear. He's dead now. So
He's dead.
I have a story I can tell you off mic about Paul Bear.
Really? Let's go.
Tell it
It's
here.
well, it's not about he was in the story, but it's not something he does.
I
It's
can't
something,
wait for this.
Yeah.
Patreon.
What is it?
No.
I said tell it off, Mike.
So
Is it bad?
Yeah.
think of all the things we've said on mic so far, and he's like, "We can't do this."
Where do you find this guy?
That I don't know. That was these are all.
Mike, come on, buddy.
Oh, this guy. Oh,
Well, I'm doing a good job.
one of my great friends. One of my great friends.
I'm doing a good job.
So for that comment, I think it's funny. This is like a trope that happens a lot, where it's the double-handed compliment or backhand.
It's the mom.
Backhanded
It's the mom compliment.
We call them
where
mom
She
comms.
means well.
Compliments.
Compliments.
Ooh, I like
It's a
that.
compliment.
We're taking that.
Guess what? You just
No,
earned
you're
yourself
not.
an EP
we
credit.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Compliment, where it's like
Compliment.
Compliments.
you always look so pretty in a dress, but you know your leg. I don't know what the fuck, moms. I'm not a
But
mom.
your
I can't
feet
do
are
it. I
ugly.
can't do
You're
it.
gonna
off
be
the
a
top.
mom
soon, though.
I'm gonna be a mom soon. Yeah. It's just being like, it'd be so much. A mom being like, it'd be so much nicer. You're always so much prettier when you wear a dress. It's like
Yeah,
that kind of
yeah,
comment,
yeah.
you know. And like it being like,
That's
your
like the
special's
bit.
great.
That's like the bit I've been doing opening the shows with, where I say people tell me exactly what they think of me without that being their intention.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's exactly what the fuck that is. And it's just like such a weird, you could easily just be like, dude, great special, laughed a lot. Why do they feel the need to like be like, I don't see you look like Paul Bear from WWE. I don't know.
I think most of them, that's like obvious. I believe that comment to be well intended. Like it just like they just want a conversation. Like, and that's fine. But I just don't respond to comments that much.
Yeah.
But like that one's not so bad, and I can live with that one.
Yeah.
And I also see where they're coming from.
It is kind of a compliment.
I also see like I get it.
But also, out of all like the assistants or whatever, all the managers in WWE,
Not assistants.
Paul Bear, pretty fuckable, I would say.
No.
Okay, all right. I thought I
don't
could
mean
pass it.
But I think are they saying I look like if the Undertaker was a character and Paul Bearer was he's not saying I'm Paul Bearer. He's saying if Paul Bearer sired the Undertaker,
Yeah,
that's
if
what I
you-
look like.
If you were actually the Undertaker's dad.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay.
Yeah, I see where they went with it. I mean, I figured it out. I get it, but I don't like it. But I get it.
But I think what you got to hold on to is that love the special and watch the special and comment it.
And I
which is
kind
all
of
you
look like
really
the
want.
Undertaker too, which is
You do
cool.
kind of
Yeah.
look like the Undertaker.
You do.
Yeah.
You ever kill the guy in a bar fight? Okay, we're not gonna talk about that on camera.
Did you do that?
Okay, I'll tell the Paul Bearer story.
This is from at Adrian Hertz. He is not Mexican.
Do you get that a lot?
Yes, I have gotten it.
And I'm here to tell you he's half.
Yeah.
So apologize.
Yeah, Adrian Hertz.
Adrian Hertz, yeah.
Go to their page.
Oh, we can. Is this, well, I guess
We
you
can.
could if you want to look it up.
I want to. Is Adrian Mexican?
I don't think
Hertz.
so. Hertz.
Yeah.
I don't think Hertz is.
Yeah, he sucks.
He looks pretty white, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're all like. I mean, I look pretty white and I'm half Mexican.
Yeah.
But my point being, fuck him.
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck Adrian. Yeah.
I think it's funny to go to a
I
stand-up
think he's trying
comedy
to be like
special.
culturally, I'm not that Mexican, and fuck him.
Oh, I didn't even read it like that.
Yeah, I think that's where I feel sensitive about it.
Yeah.
because I am and I am not. You know, like
I know. I
yeah.
As someone who was adopted, raised by white people, there was a lot of that. People
didn't know
being
this
like,
about you.
Get fucked, you old loser.
There's so much animosity over there, dude. There's so much.
But I definitely got a lot of like. But you're not really black like when I was younger.
Yeah.
So
No.
I totally
I have
understand
like
that.
I find a culture that happens to a lot of people like of our generation, our era, are Indian kids whose parents moved here, like who are
Sure.
first generation Indian
Sure.
American, like or Southeast Asian
Yeah.
kids. Like they get a lot of like, especially if they grew up with their folks having some success and income. Like they're like, well, you're kind of white, like you know, yeah.
It's so funny that like this country is built on whiteness and like surrounded by it, but then it's also the ultimate
Remember what made it
insult.
great? Yeah.
It's also the ultimate insult to be like, yeah, but you're a little white, and you're like,
Yeah.
that's the most successful thing.
To
I would
someone
hate
who
it.
is
I hate
mixed
it.
or not
Yeah,
white. It's like it is a pretty like.
Yeah. It's a reminder of how much
Yeah.
we hate white people. Have we talked about that in this before? I feel like we mentioned this before. actually.
100%.
Yeah,
Like
we hate
every
white people on this
episode.
podcast.
Yeah.
Except for you. You're one of the good ones.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ben. Becomes more of a class thing.
Low energy Mike is so fun. I love that.
Class thing. I'm just laying back. I'm watching a heavyweight boxing match right now.
Oh, okay. Why does it got to be about boxing?
Well, actually,
I didn't make it about race.
like here's the thing.
Show
If
us
you
your
and I were
fucking-
both boxers.
Yeah.
Billing wise, white guy, half white guy, half Mexican guy, black guy. It is all three.
Yeah.
like
It's a
like
good
demographics in boxing.
Yeah.
that, like
And, like,
that,
not-
that you because boxing sells on race.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
In 1918, we would sell out Madison
It's
Square
a
Garden.
main
We would sell it out
event,
now.
yeah.
Like if you and I were like lean and like if we were all we were all fucking.
Who's got the time?
Now it's interesting. I think the next a big boxer like has potential to be like a global superstar. There's a few of them out there, but if there's this Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is really involved in boxing right now, and they're paying a lot.
Yeah.
So if there's like a Saudi kid who can fight,
Yeah.
like it would be huge. Sure. Yeah.
If you're a
Especially
Saudi
if they were
kid-
if they were a heavyweight.
And you want to box me and Shane together, come on the podcast.
Yeah,
We'll do it as a
fuck
Patreon
you.
episode.
I'll
Two
fuck you up.
V1.
You
I'll
can't
fuck-
be over 16, though, and you have to have less arms than me.
Yeah.
What?
How long are your arms?
What do you mean?
About
less
7?
arms? A reach?
6
like
or
a
7?
shorter reach?
What is it, 6 or 7?
Yours are definitely longer than mine.
Are you
Yeah.
talking like hands, like a horse?
Yeah,
Many hands.
you have pretty long arms.
If you got an arm that's this long, but only one of them, I want you. That's who I'll battle you.
Yeah, you got pretty long arms. Yours are weird.
We're building something. We're
I'm
building
sure you
something.
think so.
Build a little wall between each other.
Yeah.
That's it.
This is from Hilly Industries. Damn, this was awesome. A lot of people did not laugh, as I can hear, but as you say it in the end, they just missed the point. This was brilliant. Thank you. You restored my faith in humanity a little bit more. Smiley face.
That's from the Guy Fieri bit on your Conan set.
Yeah.
The way he's gripping his cup
He
right
hates
now.
this. That's okay.
It's a little much, but I knew what I signed up for. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't.
It's
It's very flattering, but I had to. Here's the thing: I don't read my comments, like I said, very often.
Right. Yeah.
But I have been recently harvesting all of my stand-up from all over the internet,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so I can clip it and put it. Like I just want to have it all. I'm just trying to like fill my well, so I don't
Sure.
have to. I don't have to do it like sporadically, but I can do it like
Sure.
I can have. And I had to watch my Guy Fieri Conan clip.
Yeah.
okay.
And so I could give timestamps on it. So, you know, like,
Sure.
yeah. So for anyone who doesn't know that's watching this, both of you, when you're doing stand-up now, like, when you're clipping stuff to put it on Instagram, a lot of my stuff is from a longer set, so I have to cut it up into pieces of 1 minute or less. So that's what I was doing. And I was watching my Conan joke, or my Guy Fieri bit on Conan, and I was like, man, people are not laughing the way I
Oh,
want.
did
Like,
you really feel that in the moment?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, well, rewatching it yesterday or the day before, yeah.
And people need to know this is I would legitimately say like a.
I was gonna say this was like one of your first big like.
But is a legendary.
Yeah,
like
the
they're
Guy
like
Fieri bit is
they're-
like what you were known for.
over the last maybe like 20, 25 years. I think there are probably 3 bit. Definitely for me, but I think in general, I think Jim Gaffigan just saying hot pockets or whatever is a thing for people. Aparna has a joke that was like a tweet that isn't. It's like any pizza is a personal sized pizza if you're like depressed enough or something.
Yeah.
That and then your Guy Fieri bit are like the 3 bits
Yeah.
from the last 20 to 25 years that people like truly generally talk about and sit on and remember.
Yeah.
So
I wrote a. It went well.
It blew you up. Like
Yeah.
you got to think like the outcome of that set versus like how you felt it went was incredible.
Yeah. I think it's like something I'm known for. I'm happy I did it, and I'm glad people respond to the joke. Still, but I do remember like watching it yesterday and being like, God damn it, I want this crowd to be hotter than this. Yeah, you know, like
which is fascinating.
Was it like in the moment? Did it feel better?
I can't recall. I remember thinking the joke would do well because I knew I had a joke.
Yeah.
Like I knew I had a
banger?
Yeah, I knew I had like a just something that I could lay down in front of everybody. Like that's exactly where I felt. And I'm that's like the goal on this new hour, not the one that just came out, but the one I'm working on now, is to make that happen a few more times, like do 4 or 5 more jokes like that. Yeah,
It's interesting because late night shows aren't really like, I don't know that we've really talked about this that much on here, but I don't know that they're always ideal for. I've never done it.
they can be. Yeah, they're not like. You can lose the essence of a comic on it, and you can also really have it. Like it can do both. TV is a hard thing to translate a personality on. Sometimes that's why stars are stars, and some comics have great sets on there. Some comics have lackluster or whatever. But like there are a lot of reasons to go into it. But like I've seen brilliant, amazing comedians have sets that should have gone ape shit on.
Right.
Yeah, and they just don't. So yeah.
Bob Odenkirk. He did a late night spot and it was so bad they couldn't even air it.
Oh, that happened to Sebastian Maniscalco.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
It's
for people
weird,
to be part of. So at least they put yours on.
Yeah. Don't touch my leg.
We're in the spit pit now, folks. We're in the spit pit now.
All right,
We're rolling around in it.
You're doing great. Thank you for being
Okay,
here. We love
this
it.
is from @user-fx9vq7gf3j.
Oh,
He's very efficient. He used a single funny enough joke to last his whole appearance instead of using 3 or 4 jokes. Smarter than he looks. And this got 238 likes.
We're still working out the kinks on the pod here.
What are the kinks? This is good.
I know. I think we have to put like some.
smarter than he looks. That's what I mean when people say, I'm gonna remember that and add it into the yeah.
Holy shit. Hey, you want me to read some replies from it?
No, we don't have to.
Yes.
Do that.
Okay, there's
I
one.
deserve this.
Rob-HB7WH. That's not saying much, but yeah. Luca Cabra 4198. He looks perfectly smart. See?
That's why we do this. That's why we do the pod.
Yeah, I'm sure that's
what
why
I
the
want.
fuck you do it. Fucking pricks.
Here's another one from Daz Pat Reg. This is actually a really profound piece of strand up. He's really like Kitson. You're such a good sport, dude. I appreciate it, man. You've been
Strand up.
Kitson is what the part that got me.
When I read that the first time.
You're taking this time to comment. You can't just say fucking Kinnison or whatever.
That's what he meant? Kinnison?
I
Yeah,
think
Because
so.
I
Kinnison.
thought He was saying profound. I thought he was referencing like a philosopher or
No.
and I was sitting here embarrassed because I was like, I don't know who Kitson is.
No, he meant Kinnison.
It's just a poor attempt at comparing you to another comedian that you're not.
Do you
like
get
at all.
Kinnison a lot?
I mean, I think just because people physically see, like, and he was a Texan too, so that maybe they hear that. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, but I don't even think I like look like him that much.
I would say almost.
I think we
not
just
at
have
all.
long hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's about it.
Kitson Torres.
Shane Kitson Torres.
There it is. Listen to my strand up.
Y'all ready for some
Shit doesn't grow in sand.
All right. Okay. We're going to close it out. So this last one, we actually wrote.
We're gonna close it out. Okay, so
We're
this
here.
last-
We're on your side. We're here to protect you. Okay.
Sorry,
We're
Shane.
protecting you from the trolls.
Trying my best.
I'm sorry. I'm trying my best.
Is that how I sound?
Is that how I sound?
Actually, that's pretty good. Yeah.
He's so hurt.
So I am not.
So we actually, Ben and I wrote replies to this one.
Because we're your friends.
We're your friends.
We're gonna write. So we both wrote replies. We're gonna post the one that you like better from our account and fuck this person up.
Yeah.
This is
You're
the
back.
most pathetic part of this podcast.
Well, it was Ben's idea, so I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
So this is from this.
All right, what is it?
This is from Richard Dangle 69.
That's a pretty good name.
Dick Tangle 69.
I didn't know this name.
I'm glad to see Chum Lee from Pawn Stars doing better. Thought he was in prison.
I don't
Get
know.
Chum Lee.
Yeah, this is how like rudimentary the internet is. A lot of it's like looks like.
Yeah.
You know, like so.
Do you want to see a picture?
You don't know who Chum Lee is, Shane?
No, I don't
From
know
Pawn
who
Stars?
Chum Lee is.
You never watched Pawn Stars?
I never watched Pawn Stars. No,
Really?
No.
Wow. It's like an institution program, Shane.
Yeah, it's just like reading Rainbow. Butterfly in the sky.
You don't look like this person.
Do I look like this? I don't know. I mean, I see how people get.
It's just literally your hair length.
It's hair and beard, maybe.
Literally your hair length. That's it. No, I don't think so. And I think not at all. Like this version, no. We can put this up so people can see.
Yeah,
it.
like it's
Yeah.
like that. See, I kind of do though. You know, like I kind of. I get how
I mean,
people
you could
get
be
there,
like
but I don't
second
think
cousins or something.
I get how
guess.
people say, but like I don't think I look like.
I don't think you do
Yeah.
either. But either way, this is the one we decided that we were going to respond to.
Yeah.
Fucking, we'll fight for you because I love you, dog.
I hate this.
I fucking love you, man.
This is tougher than I thought.
This is a roller coaster.
Okay.
Real emotional
Mike,
roller.
do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Sure, I'll go first. Hello, Richard Dangles. It's me, the Chumpster Fire. For your information, I never went to prison. Police raided my house in 2016 and found meth, weed, Xannies, and several guns. I was charged with 20 felony counts, and all I got was 3 years of probation. How much trouble you think I'd get into for coming after you? You've heard of Cocaine Bear, but are you ready to go toe-to-toe with a pawn shop meth panda? I am History Channel, motherfucker. I'm fucking bulletproof, Dangles. You think I wouldn't ascend to the top in any prison? Pawn Stars is gospel in the cell block. You're not fucking with some American picker pussy. I'll dry chump you till your head pops off like a dandelion, because that's what you are, a weed, and I'm the whole fucking pond lawn. Deuces.
You right? You right? Like it's a wrestling promo.
You like it?
I do. It's pretty good.
That's
Thank you.
great.
Thank you.
Thanks for.
Yeah,
thank
that was
you.
so much better than what I did. I just, I wrote.
I like him.
That's my friend. We had tacos.
That's my friend. Stop.
And I don't know if I want to read this now. Okay,
yeah, probably should've
this
gone
is what it is. I wrote, Chumley sounds like the noise your dad's bussy makes after I fill it with my worthless junk.
Your dad's pussy. I like this new segment.
And then I would just be like, have a blessed day. I feel like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel
The
that's
nice sign.
I like the effort you put into yours.
Thank you so much, Shane.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
one for Mike. Oh, ding. That's one for you.
Thank you.
Well, that's what we're going to post from her. That can't be a good idea. That has to be one of the worst ideas.
Dry
we've left.
chumping. We gotta send that to Chumley. we got a piece of merch. He's been
You guys are
canceled.
weird.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you there, boss.
I'm like, my posture's getting worse.
Well, luckily
You're
for you,
trying to slither off the couch.
podcast is over. So,
Yeah.
Shane, give the people some plugs. Let people know
Plug
where they
it
can
up,
find
Shane.
you.
You can find me at samkinnison.com.
Kitson.
Yeah, Sam Kitson.
Sam Kitson strand up.
I'm ShaneIsAComedian.com. Shane Torres across the internet on all the platforms. Blue Eyed Mexican. Available on YouTube. Produced by Leanne and Bert Kreischer. Thank you guys very, very much for having me on the podcast today. And listen to my podcast, No Accounting for Taste, where I defend things people don't like with my friend Kyle. All right.
Like this podcast. Mike, do you have anything? That you wanna
At Just Mike Lester on all social media platforms. I have another podcast, I Love You Manna. Go check that out. Me and Ben are on tour right now, so check out the tour dates below. We're going to link Shane's stuff below as well. But yeah, had a great time with my new friend Shane.
Neil?
Neil, the Seven Swords on all social media platform stuff for my band. Yeah.
And he will be wearing a beanie over his headphones. Wherever you see him, that's his new look.
Great look.
At Shaq Katzner for me on everything. Please, God, come see me and Michael. I just met my neighbors. I don't want to have to be evicted in front of them. So please come to our tour. And please subscribe to the podcast. And if you're in Minneapolis, every Thursday, we've got a live show at Zora Darling. Shane just did it. He hated it. Did you like it or did you hate it?
I had fun.
He had fun. I take it
really
back.
good. I was good that night.
You were great.
Yeah.
So we have people drop in all the time. It's an amazing show. Also have a monthly show with my friend Monica, who is hilarious at Bryant Lake Bowl. Come check us out. It's called One Up. It's fantastic. And I don't know, just support us. We just need you. We love
check
you.
out Ben's graphic
One Up,
novel.
is it like Nintendo themed?
No.
Yeah. One Up.
It's like someone tells a story and then we one up their story with our own story.
Yeah.
Nintendo theme probably would have been easier, honestly.
Yeah. Well, there was a show in an arcade that my friend used to put on called No Pun Nintendo.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just do that.
Yeah.
Let's take it.
Let's go.
Ben's got a graphic novel, Hello, My Name is Poop. Check that out, too.
It's true.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Why haven't...
We're not. We're not.
What?
We're not that good of friends.
What? No, I know people in the publishing industry, and I was going to get you on Oprah's book list.
Yeah, you think?
Oprah's book, Hello, My Name is Poop. You go on Oprah.
So he's got poop-based superpowers. And he's a kid.
Like a Captain Underpants
Hell yeah.
thing, huh?
Shane, I love you. Thank you for doing the
Thanks for having me.
podcast.
Thanks,
It's
Shane.
nice to be here. Thank you for having me in your home. I know the address. If anybody wants it, just DM me.
Till next time, reach in, pull it out. We love you.
Podhole.
Yeah.
You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.